I'm standing at the world's longest motorable road, the Pan-American Highway, which begins in Canada and makes its way all down through North America, Central America, and all the way down through South America. A few miles from here, this road abruptly ends and is replaced by a 60-mile gap of pristine tropical rainforest. This is the Darien Gap, and it's here that we're going to spend this week's birding adventure searching for our golden bird, the Harpy Eagle. Let's go birding. The Canopy family has two award-winning birding lodges, the fantastically unique Canopy Tower in Soberanía National Park and the comfortable Canopy Lodge in the hills of El Valle de Anton. Both offer world-class unique birding and natural history experiences, led by friendly, knowledgeable, bilingual guides. The Canopy family's newest eco-lodge, the Canopy Camp, is our base for this week's episode. Canopy Camp features comfortable African safari-style tents in the heart of the Darien, Panama's most biologically diverse region and home to many endemic bird species, harpy eagles, primates, and jaguars. We arrived late last night at Canopy Camp in the Darien, and it's so good for me to be back in Panama with my good friend Carlos Bethencourt. And this morning, Carlos is taking us out around the grounds of the camp here in this really magnificent forest to go and see what special birds we can find. Let's go birding. The grounds of Canopy Camp have been planted with some fantastic hummingbird bushes, and up to 20 different species of hummingbirds can be found here. From rufous-crested coquettes, to violet-bellied hummingbirds, to blue-chested hummingbirds, to blue-throated golden tails, and even if you're lucky, a pale-bellied hermit. The barred puffbirds around the camp can be seen prominently on exposed perches, calling and announcing their presence. A variety of woodpeckers abound, from the tiny red-rumped woodpecker to the large lineated and crimson-crested woodpeckers that can be heard and seen hammering their bills into the trunks of the surrounding trees. One of the most spectacular of all the large woodpeckers here is the crimson-crested woodpecker. Look at that baby in the tree behind me. A special resident of the forest is the brightly coloured rufous-tailed jacamar that can often be found in pairs, sallying back and forth to catch insects. The birding around camp is so good that it really is tough to drag oneself away to go on adventures further afield. This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917, and sponsored in part by the Canopy family, Panama's leader in birding since 1999, and by pelagic polarized sunglasses.
All right, James, this morning we're gonna go into Nando's Trail, which is the trail that we have here at the Canopy Camp that connects you to a beautiful forest with huge quipo trees and a good selection of birds that we're gonna try this morning. So we're gonna do this whole loop. So we're gonna spend most of the morning exploring this whole area and see if we can get some really cool
All right,
birds.
sounds good. Let's do it.
Me escuchas.
know, manakins are some of my favorite birds. Wherever you go in the neotropics, I always look out for the particular manakin that is particular to that area. The diversity of the manakins is truly mind-blowing, and in other countries I've been captivated by the displays of red-capped manakins, club-winged manakins, and white-bearded manakins. These diminutive showbirds are closely related to the cotingas, and the males of each species have developed unique displays to attract females at their communal mating grounds or leks. Here the males compete, some with gaudy colors, some with intricate dancing, and still others with loud variations of wing snapping and wing vibrating. The color yellow seems to be the preferred choice by the female manakins of two species around Canopy Camp. Yes! Got a magnificent golden-headed manakin. Oh, magnificent bird. It's like white around the eye. Very pretty. Oh, look at him head on now. A little bit more orange on the, right at the nape, the back of the head. Almost red. Wow, that's a pretty bird. Those were good looks, man. This is really good. Stunning. It's amazing, they actually stand on one leg, like a lot of other birds. I've never seen manakins doing this. This guy keeps standing on one leg. He's displaying. Oh, we got him doing the display. Amazing. Flying up from the perch and flying back again. There, he's doing the dance. Beautiful. We got him doing the dance back and forth. Oh, that was magnificent. Oh, what a thing to see. And now he's finished his display, and it's time to get those beautiful feathers looking good for the ladies. So he's actually working that bill through the feathers and preening, making himself all handsome and beautiful for the next time she comes around. Got a beautiful golden collared manakin here. He's sitting on his perch, and this is kind of his display perch where he'll come and he'll lick and try and get a female. He just flew off to another perch here. There he is. Oh, magnificent. Sitting right in the open there. Golden collared manakin, and they do this kind of firecracker snap with their wings as a display. So a female came in and it just sparked off this display. 7 or 8 of them all going firecrackers all around us. Oh man, that's spectacular. Yeah, they go. Yeah, look at them. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Oh, what good looks, huh?
Oh, man, this is wonderful.
What a beautiful bird. I tell you, the scope setup from Nikon is so amazing. I've got the FSA L2 adapter here. I've got a Nikon D5200 camera and my Nikon Edge field scope, and I can just flip from video to stills the whole time and get some superb shots, as well as obviously some really crisp HD video. Oh, magnificent. This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917, and sponsored in part by the Canopy family, Panama's leader in birding since 1999. And by Hobie Mirage Drive Kayaks. Enjoy nature effortlessly. You're beautiful. I'm in the small town of Gamboa in Panama with the APPC and with Jaguar Panama. We're here with Nestor and with Ricardo, and also Fiona, a 3-month-old jaguar cub. She was shot by hunters in the Darien And the dogs, the hunting dogs, actually got hold of her when she was a week old. And she had her entrails out, and they managed to get her fixed up. And here she is, 3 months old, and doing really, really well. Ricardo, tell me about the great work you're doing with jaguar in the Darien of Panama.
Okay, we were doing a lot of things in Darien. We are trying to know about the density, the abundance of this animal over there. And we start working on jaguars. We're putting a lot of camera traps to try to see the density of them over there. And really the density of the jaguars in Darien is not so high like people think. And right now, one of the next step is trying to put a GPS collar to know the movement pattern of those animals, because to make a connection between the camera traps and the movement pattern of them and other activities like behavior, we think we can improve the population of them. And we are working a lot with the local people, because if we are not working with local people, we are doing nothing. And it's very important to work with local people.
And what are the major threats to jaguar in the Darien?
Habitat loss is one of the main things. But the main issue for the decline of the jaguar population in Panama is the conflict between the people, the farmers, and the jaguars. Because the jaguars, sometimes they kill the cow, and for revenge, they kill the jaguar. It's very, very common here in the country right now.
Tell us how people can help, Nestor.
Yes, as Ricardo mentioned before, we're trying to raise money and create awareness and work on conservation. Right now we're trying to put together a project using actually Fiona as our ambassador, and the idea is to raise money to buy tracking collars, more cameras, and try to also provide more environmental education to the population around the protected areas to stop the killing and try to find that balance between jaguars and humans.
And I can tell you something, this is not the first time that I've met Nestor, and I can tell you that this guy is so dedicated, as is Ricardo. These are people that will spend the whole night up taking care of a baby sloth and feeding it every hour to 2 hours so that they can get it strong enough to be rehabilitated back into the wild. This is Birding Adventures. Stay tuned.
This Birding from the Edge segment is brought to you by Nikon, manufacturers of the Edge line of optics.
We got La Negra, the best fish in the Darien.
Delicioso.
Corvina, pargo rojo.
We're gonna try some Eastern Panamanian cuisine right here in the Darien of Panama.
Jamás te des por vencido. Never give up.
Tomorrow we're gonna go birding, so look out.
We're going to eat one of the most popular fish in all of Central America, corvina. Like fried, right?
Special deep fried corvina.
So this is like a speciality of Eastern Panama, is to have corvina cooked by La Negra over here. This is awesome. It's just fried whole.
Whole fish, yes.
Can you eat the eyes and everything? Better vision for birding.
For birds, exactly.
Exactly. If we're going for harpy eagles and other special birds of the eastern part of Panama, we have to eat the eye of the corvina. Here go.
Let's go verlo.
This is Birding from the Edge. This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917, and sponsored in part by the Canopy family, Panama's leader in birding since 1999.
4 o'clock in the morning, and thankfully my cameraman Jeff didn't snore. If he did snore last night, I didn't hear him because I was so tired from the day's birding. But today we've got a mammoth day ahead of us. We're going for Harpy Eagle.
No man's land.
So we've been on the Pan American Highway. We've just reached this frontier town right at the end of the road. And we're now on the Chukunaque River. We're going to transfer into Pangas. Let's go birding! From there, it's only halfway done. We've got to then get in a 4x4, and then we've got to obviously hike into the forest to go and find these majestic birds.
Okay, we're in the Real right now. It used to be a very popular spot in the 80s for bird watching. So we'll see what we can find around this area. Whew.
Very cool. Beautiful river.
Judging by the vehicle we're in, we're probably in for a little bit of rough terrain, but we're heading off to Darien National Park. Arriba! Well, this is where we've got to check in with the long arm of the law, and this really is the long arm of the law because we're in the middle of nowhere. They've got a little police battalion here. We've got to give our passports, make sure that we're not illegal drug lords from Colombia.
Okay, we are here in Darien National Park. So we're gonna walk for about over an hour in this forest.
Deep and deep.
You know, the Darien, the jungles of the Darien, some of the last large patches of undisturbed rainforest in Central America. And this is the haunt of the mythical Harpy Eagle. After a mammoth trek, we started looking for clues of harpies at their nesting site, and were not disappointed to find signs of recent activity right below our feet.
The best way to find a bird, sometimes you have to use marks that they leave. Like this Harpy Eagle, we can see all the white marking that the droppings from the nest that we can see all the way down here. So this is how our guy Isaac was able to locate the nest, by looking and finding all these droppings from the Harpy Eagle.
And then, the unmistakable call of an adult Harpy Eagle.
This huge tree is a quipo tree, one of the favorite trees for the Harpy Eagle to build their nest, because they got a big platform on the middle there where all the branches join, so the Harpy Eagle can build a big nest right in the middle.
Oh man, we just had fleeting but very good views of a female Harpy Eagle. She was sitting on the nest when we got there, and then she stood up, flew out of the nest, went onto one of the boughs of the tree. All we could see was her tail for about 15 minutes, and then she hopped up onto a bough, started calling. They've got these massive territories, Harpy Eagles, so she wanted to make sure that there were no other Harpy Eagles in her area. Possibly she was also calling for her mate. And that beautiful, piercing Harpy Eagle call, almost like a high-pitched scream. A bird which has been celebrated for centuries by man, right back to the times of the Greeks, when they were Harpysian, these half-woman, half-harpy eagles that used to fly over and pluck people and eat them. So full of legend and mythology. In the Middle Ages, Dante refers to the harpies in his legendary work Inferno as follows. Here the repellent harpies make their nests, who drove the Trojans from the Sophrides with dire announcements of the coming woe. They have broad wings, with razor-sharp talons and a human neck and face. Clawed feet and swollen bellies, they caw their lamentations in the eerie trees. It is clear that the Harpy Eagle is a real bird, named after a mythological creature. But one thing is for certain, when you're in its presence, the power and regal nature of this grandiose bird is very real.
Whoa. Don't fly. Don't fly. Please don't fly.
This is really cool. I mean, our national bird, to share with you all, is really good. This is very special. After boat, hiking, all the way here, this is really good. We're really lucky.
You can see she's actually got her crest raised, which is really cool. What a magnificent raptor, jeez. Can't say it enough. She is spectacular. Oh, she's huge. You can see the subtle fine barring on her thighs, just below those magnificently huge feet. Wow. That was so fascinating. We traveled many miles to get here through rivers and thick jungle and on 4x4 tracks. And then we got to see the most magnificent eagle in the world, in my opinion. One of the largest eagles in the earth, a contender for the heaviest eagle on the planet. They can get up to 20-25 pounds, the big females. Massive bird of prey, so powerful with talons and feet the size of my hands. One talon will be the size of a brown bear's claw. So we're looking at a predator equipped with excellent eyesight, really, really good hearing, and then those massive feet for grabbing large mammals out of the canopy of the rainforest here. Yes, Harpy Eagle. Woo! Gracias, amigo. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, nice one, Carlos. That is a piece of avian gold right there. Our golden bird for this show, the national bird of Panama, the Harpy Eagle. Yes!
Oh man, this is awesome to have all this, the whole thing. When you were filming James sweating and the Harpy Eagle right there, man, that was really nice, dude. It's a serious TV show, man.
When it comes to birding in Panama, the many different options and exceptional guides provided by the Canopy family are unbeatable. Log on to learn more.
When you're in a place as remote as the Darien, it's not all smooth sailing. We're pretty badly stuck here, and we've got the other vehicle to try and tow us out. Whoa! Wow, that didn't work.
No, I haven't seen any birds. Have you seen any?
Look on your head!
Oh, is it a macaw?
Macaw!
Macaw! Macaw!